Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to the review of Nailed, Dead, Risen, the debut studio album by the band Impending Doom. Today we're celebrating the 15th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back to it and see if it still holds up or not. Impending Doom is one of my favorite bands. I've been listening to them for over 10 years. I've started when they've released Baptized in Filth, because back in 2012 I became a major deathcore fan, so I've been searching for more bands from this genre. Before this album they've released a demo called The Sin and Doom of Godless Men. 3 out of 5 songs were re-recorded for this album. I wish they would re-record every song. This album represents a different genre than what they would play later on. It's more of a grindcore-ish, slamming deathcore style instead of typical deathcore music. And most of you may know that it's a Christian band and all the lyrics are about religion. That's basically it, so let's just start the review. The production is tight, I really enjoy it, the sound of the snare, the guitars, the vocals. It's mixed very well. It reminds me of those times like 2006-2007. All of the deathcore albums would sound like that. The messages about religion, Jesus Christ, stuff like that he's coming back. I don't feel any connection to the lyrics because I'm not a Christian, but I can still enjoy the vocals and the music. The structure of the songs is mostly advanced because there is no structure. It's like intro, segment 1, segment 2, segment 3, breakdown, segment 4, breakdown. It's always ever changing. They would leave behind this kind of structure on their next releases. It's just great individual songs. The album's opener, Left Behind, is a prayer said by the vocalist Brooke. It fits the atmosphere of the record, but I am not a fan of saying or reading stuff when it's a music album. I wouldn't replay it. 4 out of 10. My Nemesis is a total banger. I really love this song. The vocals here, the guitars, the bass, the drumming. This is a banger. It destroys everything. My favorite part of this song is right there in the middle, with those kind of riffs that Chelsea Grin would abuse a lot on their Desolation of Eden album. I'm just a big fan of these kind of riffs. The vocals are good, they are not perfect, they don't sound like on the next albums or even the previous demo, which had some screaming as well, and this album has almost no screaming at all, which is weird to me. The instrumental work is interesting, I really like this track, 9 out of 10. In reverence of The Mark of the Faithful and Nailed, Dead, Risen, I feel like these songs are very similar to each other because they are very chaotic and you're not going to remember them. They are very forgettable. There's a lot of things going on at the same time, very brutal stuff, but it just doesn't grab my attention. When old people say that metal is just noise, I think they mean these kind of tracks, because I am a big fan of lots of different genres of metal, even slamming death metal, but this is not it. I don't enjoy these tracks, they're just average. There's nothing here to grab my attention, no hook, no cool vocal shout out or anything. It's just some diarrhea for 3 minutes and I'm just like, my brain needs something interesting, and this is not it. 5 out of 10 to all of these tracks. Condemned, on the other hand, is slightly better. I really enjoy some of the vocals here that are not peak squeals, and the breakdown in the middle is very enjoyable as well. So it's a decent track. I might replay it sometimes. It's definitely better than the previous songs, so 6 out of 10. At the Church's End is another diarrhea song. The only thing I remember from this track is that it was brutal, and there were peak squeals and breakdowns, and none of it really mattered. So yeah, 5 out of 10. Silence the Oppressors is my second favorite song from this record. I really enjoy that it has actually some melodies, and the breakdown at the end is beautiful. I love it. especially the vocals. This is where they're screaming worship, which is their kind of way of worshipping Jesus through death metal and deathcore music. I enjoy this stuff a lot. I wish more songs on this record were similar to this one, because it actually matters. 8 out of 10. For All Have Sinned, I really enjoyed the melodies at the beginning and in the middle, and the breakdown is good as well, but besides that it has nothing else to offer. 6 out of 10. Feeding the Decomposing has some cool melodies as well, but overall it's similar to the previous song, so 6 out of 10. And the final track, He's Coming Back, it's an outro. There are some women screaming in the background for some reason. It's like the time of rapture or something. It's very weird because the vocalist is screaming Jesus is coming back while there are sounds of people dying in the background. I don't think that's the meaning of Christianity. It's really weird to hear, but I enjoyed the instrumental part. Just a small little outro. But those people screaming in the background, it just sounds so weird to me. 6 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is various. Some songs are great, like My Nemesis and Silence the Oppressors. The rest is either average or just decent. The flow is disrupted. I feel like there are too many diarrhea songs here that you're going to skip because they are boring and have nothing to offer. Replayability? No, I think it's an average record. It's not bad. For the fans of this kind of thing, I think they're going to enjoy it, but I did not. I think it's the weakest Impending Doom album. I even enjoyed the previous demo better because it had more raw production and there were screaming vocals, which offered more variety in the sound. I do enjoy the structure because it's more advanced than their next records, but it lacks any hooks or melodies that I enjoy. Like on the next album, The Serpent Servant, you had so many great melodies, like on Welcome to Forever or City of Refuge, one of my favorite songs ever. But this one doesn't have any of this. Even if I'm angry and want to hear some slamming deathcore, I am not going to listen to this thing. I am going to listen to Acrania or Acrania, I don't know how you pronounce it. Soon I am going to review the newest EP from Impending Doom as well, because I have some interesting stories to tell about that one. That's all from me. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next review. Bye!